This is the Pearson Edexcel International GCSE English as a Second Language, Paper 2, Listening Test. January 2020. This test is in 4 parts, and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. At the end of each extract, there will be a pause to give you time to read the questions. You will hear all 4 parts twice. Write your answers in the spaces in your question booklet as you listen.
Part 1. Section A. In this section, you will hear 5 short extracts in which people are talking about subjects studied at school. Read the list of subjects below, then listen to the extracts. For each question 1 to 5, identify which subject A to H is being described by each speaker by putting a cross for the correct answer. If you change your mind about an answer, put a line through the box and then mark your new answer with a cross. Not all subjects are described, and each subject may be used more than once. 1 mark will be awarded for each correct answer.
You have 1 minute to read the questions. Now listen and answer the questions.
Speaker 1.
It is the most widely spoken language in the world and the 3rd most common mother tongue. Great writers, classic and modern, have written in this language. It is important we do well in the subject, as we must have a good grade in it if we want to go to university.
Speaker 2. We study the physical features of the Earth and its atmosphere. We learn about human activities, both positive and negative, and discuss how they affect the Earth's environment and what we can do to help the planet. We also study how changing conditions on Earth have affected and still affect its inhabitants, both human and animal. Speaker 3.
In this subject, we study the past events of a particular people or country. We discuss what happened at a certain point in time, what were the effects, and whether they have affected us many years into the future. This is an interesting subject, as it can help us to understand our society today.
Speaker 4.
We study how solids, liquids and gases are created, changed, and even destroyed. We do practical experiments to record these changes. The most important thing we need to learn by heart is the periodic table. It shows us all the known elements in the universe, and each one has its own code in the form of a letter.
Speaker 5.
Although some of it can be very difficult, it is a very practical subject. It can help us in everyday activities such as using addition and subtraction to calculate how much money we need for our shopping. We learn to solve problems, both simple and complex. There are 3 parts to this subject: arithmetic, geometry, and algebra.
Now listen a second time and check your answers.